Hey everybody, my name is Brother Ernest, and I just want to go ahead and give you a quick story about Jamie Harrison. I met him here in November 2016. He was running for the DNC chair back then, and to tell you the truth, I was not impressed with him. I was not impressed with him then. He got up and made this whole speech about how politicians, you used to be able to go to a politician and talk with them and explain your problem, and they would actually, do something to fix it. All right, I tested him on that. I went up to him and I told him about how my parents, the area where my parents lived at, it constantly flooded, and my parents would have to leave the house, every time. And my parents are at that age where, mobility is becomes an issue a lot of times. Jamie gave me his card, and what pissed me off is that he never looked at me in my eyes. That pisses me off. When I talk to you, you should look me in my eyes. Okay? That should be the number. You should make eye contact. That irritates the hell out of me. That kind of, that kind of irked me, and it still does. So he gave me his card. I called his office a couple days later. I think it was about a week later. I called his office, left a message on the machine. A couple days later, called again. Same thing. And I called my dad, and I told him, hey, maybe you can get in touch with Jamie. Go ahead. Here's his number. Give him a call. So my dad called him a couple times and left messages and no response. Okay. Didn't think about it anymore. Then all of a sudden I hear he's running against Lindsey Graham in 2020. And of course, okay, Lindsey Graham is right for the pickings. He's not that popular. He's Trump's golden boy at this point. Even Trump's popularity is waning. So Lindsey Graham is looked at as Trump's whipping boy, and everybody's like, Lindsey Graham's got to go. He doesn't do anything. He's not making any sense. But this is what, and you thought that this would be a cakewalk for him, to beat Lindsey Graham. No. 2.5 million people voted throughout the state of South Carolina during that senatorial race in 2020. Lindsey Graham won by 250,000 votes. Seriously? Are you kidding me? Even though Jamie Harrison raised $57 million during the third quarter. Oh my God, $57 million during the third quarter? Just the third quarter alone. He beat Beto O'Rourke's record. So everybody was like, oh my God, we can do this. Jamie Harrison all total raised over $100 million. To be exact, he raised $109 million approximately. Give or take a couple, couple hundred in there. So once again, it came down to who was going to be in the DNC seat, what was going on. Well, come to find out, of course, you got the kingmaker down there in South Carolina. I realize I said Jamie Harrison's from South Carolina. Who else is there? Yeah, your boy. Guess who? Yes, that's right. Jim Clyburn. Jim Clyburn went ahead and made it a big deal to put Jamie Harrison in the seat. Jamie Harrison got in the seat, and he's been there. Now, you're asking yourself, why in the world are you, talking about this? Well, a couple weeks ago, I should say a couple weeks ago, but I would say probably sometime last week, a video is on YouTube of Jamie Harrison speaking at an event in South Carolina in a sparse crowd, and it was a predominantly black crowd. Two sisters got up and questioned Jamie about why black people should vote when the Democrats don't do anything. if you haven't heard, or if you don't know what's going on right now, the Democratic Party is having a really tough time with this demographic. Yes, and I mean black people. They are having the worst time on getting black people and convincing actually black people to vote for them in the next and future elections. The 2023 election is happening. That's going to be happening in the next, I believe, 50 something days. I gotta check, because I know here in Columbus there's an election. It's all local though. But this is a litmus test for the 2024 election, okay, to see where everything is at. And the Democrats are really panicking right now, because black people are really starting to question, why are we even voting for you guys when you haven't done anything for us? See, you've given, from my understanding, from the latest estimate, you've given over 100 billion, actually 120 billion dollars. And if I'm not mistaken, they gave the Ukrainians another 20 billion. So it's about 140 billion dollars to Ukraine. Okay? Billion, not million, 140 billion dollars to Ukraine. You're doing plenty for the Ukrainians, but you're not doing anything for people here in your community. You're not doing a goddamn thing for any of us. Okay? We don't have no Medicare for all. You're not getting rid of the student debt relief. You're not doing student debt relief. You're not funding public schools. You're not doing a damn thing. What about reparations? We still talking about reparations. The big problem is that the Democratic Party isn't doing a damn thing for black folks. And it's time that black people realize that. It's time to stand up and say enough is enough. And we need to stop voting, putting these sorry ass milk toast, weak need, Brooks Brothers suit wearing people in office that do absolutely nothing for us. They continue to do nothing for us. But yet, the only time we do see them is when it's time to vote. Come on, let's go ahead and vote. Let's march to the polls, soul to the polls. Nah, no more. I ain't vote for you cats. No more. No more. I'm telling you right now, stop, and please, black people, stop it. Stop going for the sample ballots. Stop going for the vote blue, no matter who. It's just completely, just stop it. It's a whole big farce that these Democrats continue to go ahead and ask for your vote and continue to do absolutely nothing. Our vote should mean something. And it should mean something to us. You want our vote, you do something for us, damn it. But the Democrats, every year, every time there's a major election, they come out and vote and want us to vote for them. And who do they get? They get some, I don't know. Will.i.am, made the Obama track. This year it was MC Light. It's sad. It's really sad. Okay? That we can't get intellectuals. White people get intellectuals. They constantly get intellectuals. But for us, we get entertainers to come out and do it and ask for us to vote for the Democrats. And what did the Democrats do? They do absolutely nothing. Please, and I mean this wholeheartedly, please stop voting these milk toast, spineless jellyfish, oh my God, milk toast, Brooks Brothers suit wearing people. Stop putting them back in office, because they're doing nothing. This is all nothing but a power grab. Start voting for the people who have boots on the ground, people who are out here. Yes, out here. They're out here in the streets. They're out here in the streets doing stuff work. Not putting on a suit, talking about, I'm here in support. No, stop supporting these milquetoast ass Brooks Brothers suit wearing. You got people who have been marching up and down the street, who have been activists, who've been fighting the real fight. And the fact that these Democrats come out here and say, no, you don't need to vote for them because they're not wearing a suit. They're not part of the system. The problem is, the system is the problem. And we need to stop, and we need to step away from it. We need to get our people in who are going to do for us, yes, us, and stop putting in who the Democratic Party says to put in. All right. My name is Brother Ernest. You guys stay safe. Peace.